folks, we welcome you to the OrthoCarolina Medical Minute. This is Brian Rushing with the Belmont Abbey College Athletics Department. Here beside of me, head athletic trainer here at Belmont Abbey College, Adam Smith. Adam, want to touch on volleyball today.
Sure.
One of the sports that certainly from the women's side we have had considerable successes over the recent years. The men's program made a quantum leap forward in the way that they were able to pick up some wins and really progress in the conference table. With that said, we've got a new coaching staff in place here for volleyball, and we do have a relatively new and fresh group of faces in the athletic training room. You're essentially the one constant in all that. In that regard, kind of give me an idea of just how some of the concerns and some of the issues that you could be contending with as the girls come back onto campus, knowing that they're going to be implementing new systems and you're going to be sort of involving a brand new athletic training staff into what has been one of our most successful programs in recent memory.
Sure. So the first concern would be that with new coaches comes new training systems and new expectations. So just being aware of the athletes' concerns that arise from that, whether it's how they're adapting to the new conditioning or the new lifting program or the new practice plans, to any psychological concerns they may have, the new team dynamic, how the particular coach is interacting with them, just kind of being aware of those and maintaining the overall well-being of the students.
As soon as the student athletes get back onto campus, you're going to be certainly watching and seeing how the student athletes are conditioning and preparing themselves for the wares of the upcoming season. What are some of the things that you're particularly keen on as far as issues that a volleyball player might come up across in the early part of the schedule?
Sure. So just like a soccer player, volleyball players are also very prone to ACL tears. So we're watching for the same kind of risk factors when they jump and land as we would in a soccer player. The other thing, obviously, with volleyball, it's a very upper extremity heavy sport. So we're looking for shoulder overuse injuries, rotator cuff tendinitises, impingement syndrome, things of that nature. And we really want to make sure that they're doing a good job strengthening the shoulder, but also stabilizing the shoulder blade with any of their strength work or some, we call it prehab.
Sure.
And just trying to be sensitive to those concerns as the athletes, maybe a high school athlete maybe is seeing an increased load in the number of swings they're taking in practice, and just kind of be aware of how everyone's doing in that sense.
How important is it to make sure that you're constantly in contact and discussing various and sundry issues about student athletes with the new coaching staff, understanding that they may not be as familiarized with the medical history of a lot of the student athletes that have been here, whether it be 1 year or 4 years in certain circumstances?
Absolutely. So I think the number one concern is making sure that the coaches are aware of the relevant medical history and any adaptations that we've had for those athletes.
Sure.
But then also it's my responsibility to be sensitive to the coach, and they need to make sure that the coach is able to implement the things they want to implement. So constant communication, like you said, is absolutely vital. I think I talk daily with my coaches about who's doing what and how they're feeling and everything, and I think in the past we've had very good response to when we need to dial back certain things for certain athletes.
Certainly with change comes an exciting time, and we would expect nothing less out of our volleyball program as they continue to progress forward to the top of the conference standings on both sides of the volleyball ledger. Folks, for stats, standing stories, and more, there's only one place in cyberspace when it comes to your Crusaders. That place, www.abbeyathletics.com. For the OrthoCarolina Medical Minute, it's Brian Rushing.